Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DarkPhoenix Gaming, and you are watching my Let's Play of Prophecy of Pendor. Now, I really should start mentioning this in the episodes from now on, so I'll do it now, just to make sure I don't forget. You should know that these Let's Play episodes are being done originally as a live stream over on Twitch, so if you want to catch that, hop over to my Twitch channel and you should find a schedule listing what's being done when. I can't give you exactly X game will be on Y day. It's a work thing, basically. I have one of those jobs that always changes what hours and days I'm working week by week. So I don't know when I'm going to be working until a couple days before that week. As a result, I have to make my schedule different for every week, but I do post it at the start of the week, so you can find it there. Anyways, in our last episode, we spent basically the entire episode gathering a new army, after my old one was destroyed by those heretics in the episode before last, and then training them up, either by sitting in a field and having Arya drill them, or going down to the actual training field and hitting peasants with a stick. Apparently Arya just really enjoys hitting them with sticks, because we did a lot of that. Okay, just making sure that it's daylight before we head on in, and we have a decent chunk of Feardsvane troops, some light infantry, trained militia, and a few militia. I think once we get up to 20 light infantry, I'm going to start turning the rest into light skirmishers, so we have some archers. Just I have a decent mix between the two. Now, though, we are in Yavik's home, and I need a word with the guildmaster, maybe about some work. Job. Deliver some ale, he says. I have a cargo of ale that needs to be delivered from the tavern in Rain. If you can take 9 units of ale there in 7 days, you may earn 583 dinars. Alright. I mean, it's not great pay, but a job's a job. And now, we need to buy a bit more food, I think. Just so that I have enough to tide us over a little. There we go. 72 dinars. And where is Rain? In Ravenstern. I fucking hate you. We apparently have to travel through Ravenstern. The kingdom that very, very does not like me. Which is why I'm saving, because I'm going to save scum the fuck out of this if I have to. In order to make it, I would like to reach Rain and pull this off if possible. Unfortunately, this is going to be going deep into enemy territory. So, this is what we call not a very good idea. But I'm doing it anyways because money. Yeah, because money. Let's see if we can't sneak in. Okay, that went fine. We snuck our way inside. So, let's see. I have some ale for you. 583 dinars, and Rain hopefully like me a little more. Hope. I'm seeing a couple of heroes. People around here. However, I still sadly have not looked up who is compatible to who personality-wise. I keep saying I'm gonna do that, but I don't. I don't want to risk spending money on another companion that's gonna be wasted if they don't like each other. So I'm avoiding people like Alistair and Adiz there. But Thardarin right now works for us. Thardarin works for us as a companion as long as we don't have any others. I just have to look up who he's compatible with and who's compatible with who. Before I go and start doing anything else. Yeah, I think we're leaving now. And I am going to try to make it out of Ravenstern territory without getting Ravensterned. Fortunately, that army there seemed to lose interest in me after not too long, so that could have been bad, but it wasn't. Sarleon and the Bacchus Empire have made peace. That doesn't really mean anything to me because both of them hate me. Yeah, I think we're going to have to run away for this one. That was Army of Ravenstern, meaning it's one of those lords with all the elite troops, and they would just tear me to shreds. I don't particularly like having to leave men behind, but that was kind of a thing we had to, right there, or I would have lost my entire army again. And once is enough. Thank you very much. we go. To 39, though I do have some peasants again. Over to Mowbray, if you would. And some tribes are apparently invading Pendor. That's lovely. Watch me not care. But now, I know I said we wanted to keep the honor up, but we'll be able to increase our honor somehow later on, I think. Let's just burn one of Sarleon's villages. We should pick one faction, I think. Feared Svein and Dishar are at war. That's unfortunate because Feared Svein and Dishar are the two factions that are not hostile to me, so having them be at war with each other is awkward. Like I was saying, I'm thinking I should pick one faction that I just regularly go and burn down their stuff as a way to make some money, regardless of how it impacts my honor. And I think I'm going to Sarleon. No particular reason, I've just kind of picked them. Now we burnt that. We do some upgrading real quick. Not much, but some. Now over to the merchants. Hey guys, I was just over in Sarleon's territory and I burnt down one of their villages. Look at all the stuff I brought you. Isn't this great? Isn't this just great? I should burn down their villages more often. If I get this kind of stuff out of it. Seriously. And there we go. 21 moolah. We got out of that. Not seeing anything in the way of weapons that's really better than what I've got currently, sadly. It's unfortunate. But what of armor? That old dark-striped mail coat. Adds to head armor as well. Yeah. the heraldic mail with tabard here. And black steel greaves. Combine those. It's quite a lot of money, but I'm not actually done so far. Done just yet. I need to find myself. Let's see. Superb black steel gauntlets. No, we can't quite afford those. If we tack on everything else. But a better helmet could very much do with. Maximilian helmet with low horns? I don't think so. That thing looks quite hideous. I don't like the dragon great helm either. The spangle helm, though, that I am quite fond of. Yeah, it's a very expensive purchase, but that'll get us some brand spanking new armor. Nearly 16 grand. And we flushed away at that merch, but have some amazing new armor. Note to self, start investing in riding, because some of these horses would be great if I only had the riding ability for them and the coin to ride them. Sadly, I do not have either. Let's see if this guy has anything else for us. Cattle? No, I don't do bloody escort missions. Again, another case where I prefer the Banner Lord way of doing things to the Warband one, because the cattle escorts are not actually escorts. You just basically put them in your inventory. My party, as you can see, is a little bit more expensive, but we're still making money. That's turning a profit, which is the important thing. And yeah, I just prefer the Bannerlord thing of you just put the cattle in your inventory, because it's just so tedious to have to mess around with figuring out, are they following you, are they going the right way, or are you going too fast, and all the other things. It's so annoyingly tedious, and I hate it. That way it's just so much better and easier. Really, really is. Job. Let's see, the war between Feardsvain and Shar brought the town to the verge of ruin. Our caravans are raided before they can reach their destination. Our merchants are afraid to leave the safety of the town walls. And as if those aren't enough, the taxes to maintain the war take away the last bits of our savings. If peace does not come soon, we cannot hold on for much longer. Yeah. Didn't this war just start recently? Okay. I guess I could try to help with this, but actually no. I'm going to have to reject that because these bring peace missions tend to not work out very well when I try to do them, is the thing. Just because, in general, no pun intended, general, they want you to either be very persuasive or be willing to take prisoner and or kill the nobles who are most opposed to peace. Who generally, as I've mentioned before, nobles have very elite, high-skill armies. And large numbers, too. Which is a problem, because it's basically impossible to convince them diplomatically, so you have to fight and remove them from the picture that way. Which, just for me, never works out, so I'm trying to avoid that mission because it's never gonna go anywhere. Ever. Like, ever. Right now, I'm just sort of wandering around looking for a noble, because since these two are at war, my hope is that because I've done a lot of work for them, well, I say a lot, not really a whole lot, but I'm hoping that they will be willing to offer me a mercenary contract. To fight on their behalf as a mercenary, which will let me raid enemies without losing honor. Since I'll be an actual foe of the person in question, rather than just some random person who decided he, or she in this case rather, wanted their stuff. Fuck.
Do the bidding of Australia, and no one stands against us.
It's these guys. Great. Run, please. I'm not interested in fighting you.
We do the bidding of Australia, and no one can stand against us. To battle.
Okay. I was hoping that guy would stay near me and dissuade these fuckers. Help. Okay, I think we kind of have to fight them. Not what I would have preferred, but they keep on attacking me, so I think fighting is our only option. They're gonna keep on pursuing us forever. So, can't just keep running forever. Actually, we probably could. This was probably a dumb move. They have a lot of cavalry. I've just noticed this. Fuck. Yeah, I think I'm screwed. Yeah, there goes us. Being utterly crushed. leaves me with a couple of grand, but that's it. Anyways, now next order of business, delete that save. I'm gonna put one here for this episode. I didn't quite do the saving thing properly this time around, but oh well. Anyways, what I'm trying now is... Anyways, now that I'm done with that, I would like to head down on the border between Feardsvane and the Dishar Principalities. I think they're called the Dishar Principalities anyways. I could be wildly off about that. The long and short of it is, if you remember, those two are at war. So I'm looking to find a noble from one or the other who might be willing to sign me on a contract as a mercenary. Because what being a contracted mercenary will do for me is a couple of things. First of all, if I'm a mercenary, I'm automatically hostile to that other faction, which gives me the benefit of being able to raid without losing right to rule or honor, because I'm raiding the enemies of my head of faction. And there's nothing wrong with raiding your enemies. The problem with the raiding inherently, and not necessarily problem, I mean ethically, as the code of conduct in this universe would see it, is that I'm just basically raiding people because I feel like it, rather than because I have any sort of legal obligation to do so or anything. That's the problem at the moment. Which is why I need a mercenary contract, because then I can raid and get away with it. But all this guy wants is for me to go and kill a criminal. I want a mercenary contract, damn it. But he wants to send me off to bumfuck nowhere to kill some criminal. Let's head into the territory. These Dishar guys here. I should probably be looking for my contract with them anyways, since I have my enterprise in their lands. Probably be a good idea to stick with getting one from the people who I'm enterprised in, just so I don't lose that. As you do if you end up at war with the people whose lands you have the enterprise in, they will just confiscate it. And that guy is a twat. Should have guessed it from the way he was talking, but... Anyways... see if I can't find someone with a job for me. That's the same one as before. And there's that Death Raider lair. What about you? You're equally not someone I want to be around. Great. Why don't we head over that way? There's another city there. You need a letter sent? Sure. Won't take me that long anyways. Why not? Plus, and taxes, sure. I guess I'll just have to suck up to these people a little bit. I want me a mercenary contract, damn it. If I get one of them, I can start raiding with impunity, which raiding is, other than just setting up enterprises basically everywhere, as far as I know, the best way to make money in this game, which is why I want to be able to raid without losing right to rule or honor, as I'm currently doing. As you can see, -8 honor. I don't know where we check our right to rule, but -8 honor is not particularly great. Apparently we can build locations to make money too. Not sure how we do that, but apparently that's a thing. Apparently it is. Anyways, this episode's a little bit shorter than the last couple, but I feel like this is a decent place to end it for this time. We managed to get off another raid and upgraded my equipment. But right now, we are just basically trying to suck up to the Deshar's nobility, so they'll give me a mercenary contract. Since they're centrally enough located that they would be my best bet. And they can end up at war with... They can end up at war with the Bacchus Empire, Fearsbane, and Sarleon, which would give me a lot of people to raid. There's also another little quirk of mercenary contracts, which I'm trying to take advantage of, which is a little bit gamey, admittedly. And that is the fact that if I'm under contract with a certain kingdom and they make peace with another kingdom, I get a massive boost in relations with that kingdom. What this means is that should I join under contract with the Deshar, and then I would basically inherit their relations, so that's one of the reasons I want to contract with the Deshar Principality. They have pretty good relations, from what I remember, with Ravenstern and Sarleon and the Bacchus Empire from the start, so if I got a contract with them, that would remove the problem I have of being unable to walk around the territory of 3 of the 5 kingdoms. You could just get rid of that issue altogether. And I do acknowledge this is a very gamey way of doing things, but if it gives me access to the full map and removes that problem I have from the start, then I'm willing to be a little bit gamey. Plus, just from a strategic perspective, like I said, they're very centrally located and can potentially go to war with 3 kingdoms based on who they border. which would enable me to do a lot of raiding and consistently get income coming in. Because I just generally find that raiding is the best way to make money as a mercenary. I tend to prefer to avoid fighting battles when I'm under contract as a merc, because if you fight a battle and lose a lot of men, then you make less money, because the money you make off of your contract from the kingdom is based on how large a force you're maintaining. So the best way I find to do things is to just flit around, avoiding enemy armies, and just burning down their settlements, taking their stuff, selling it off, and that's how you're gonna make the most of your money as a mercenary. Which will really let me start turning a nice profit. And will really let me just start turning tons and tons of profit. So I want that mercenary contract, which is why I'm going to be spending a lot of time going forward just sucking up to the Deshar, as they are really the ideal fit for a mercenary contract. And no, it has nothing to do with the fact that in my previous attempt at a Prophecy of Pendor run with Arya, I did this exact thing and got a contract with the Deshar right before that series, right before I lost the save data for that series. Or rather, it became corrupted. It has nothing to do with that. Although that did wisen me up to the fact that it's a very good way to do things. Anyways, I am going to cut this episode here. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time when we will be doing a bunch more sucking up to the nobility. See you then, everybody. See you then.